The old wooden benches creaked as people shifted nervously inside the small-town courthouse. Outside, rain tapped softly against the tall windows and distant thunder rolled like a warning the town had learned to ignore. Everyone knew why they were there. At the front of the room sat Victor Langford, a man whose wealth seemed to bend rules without effort. Businesses depended on him. Officials avoided crossing him, and today, it looked like he would walk free again. The judge raised his gavel, preparing to end a case that had quietly unraveled. Missing documents. Withdrawn statements. A truth buried under fear. The courtroom felt heavy, resigned. Then the doors opened, every head turned. A little girl stepped inside, no more than 4 years old. She wore a yellow raincoat that swallowed her small frame and held a faded teddy bear under one arm. At her side walked a large German shepherd, calm and alert, his nails clicking softly against the marble floor. The bailiffs hesitated, unsure why they didn't stop her. Something about her steady steps silenced the room. She walked forward slowly, eyes fixed on Victor Langford. The judge leaned in. "Sweetheart," he said gently, "do you know where you are?" She nodded. "This is where people tell the truth." A murmur swept through the gallery. "And why are you here?" the judge asked. She lifted her hand and pointed directly at the defendant. "Because he lied," she said. "And I can prove it." Victor chuckled under his breath. His lawyer stood quickly. "Your Honor, this is inappropriate." "Sit down," the judge said firmly. "I want to hear her." The girl took a breath. "I live next door to Miss Helen," she said. "She helped me with puzzles and fed birds every morning. Then one day, men came and told her she had to leave her home." The room grew quiet. "She cried," the girl continued. "She said someone changed her papers. I saw him come to her house before that." She pointed again. He carried a black folder. Victor's smile faltered. The judge asked softly, "What happened to the folder?" The girl looked down at her dog. "I told Atlas to remember." At the sound of his name, the German shepherd stood, calm, focused. He walked toward a side door the court staff had used all week. Moments later, Atlas returned, carrying something gently in his mouth. A black leather folder. Gasps filled the room. Inside were property documents, original copies clearly altered, with Victor Langford's company seal stamped on every page. Dates mismatched. Signatures forged. Evidence that had vanished had been hidden in plain sight. Court officials rushed forward. The judge's face hardened as he flipped through the pages. Victor stood abruptly. "This is absurd." "For the first time," the judge interrupted, "the truth has arrived without fear." An investigation was ordered immediately. By the end of the day, Victor Langford's influence crumbled. Miss Helen's home was restored. Other families came forward. The silence broke. Weeks later, sunlight filled a quiet living room. The little girl sat on the floor, fitting puzzle pieces together. Atlas rested beside her, tail thumping softly. Her mother smiled. "You were very brave." The girl hugged her teddy bear and whispered, "Atlas helped." Some heroes speak loudly. Others simply walk forward small, steady and unafraid.